I can tell you're happy with that draw against Manchester City. You're still buzzing off the back of it.
Of course I am. Who would have thought we would have drawn against the best team in England? Um, it was an amazing joy. It felt like a win, but just to draw, it just feels great. It feels great. But listen, we had a good home form, but it still feels like a win. It feels like a win, and I'm still buzzing. I don't know why I'm still buzzing. It's mad. It feels mad, but yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Anyway, how's your season going? You happy with what you're seeing?
Why not? Why not? As you know, before the World Cup, it was awful. I know we beat you lot at the City Ground 1-0. I don't want to rub it in more. But I think after the World Cup, we've improved better and better, and especially like our home form's been fantastic, but away forms, I said, it's still a bit iffy. And that I know we got good results against Southampton, who's in the bottom three. But listen, 14th in the league or something like that. But listen, I'll take it. We just got to stay clear from the bottom three and stay away from you lot.
Well, let's speak about that then. Are you confident of avoiding relegation?
Listen, it's still a long way to go. It's still a long way to go. Still got to play big teams away from home. But our home form is fantastic. We've not lost in the league since Fulham. But listen, on current form, why not? Why not?
You don't seem too confident. I was expecting you to. When I remember speaking to you at the start of the season, obviously it's your first home game, so you're all excited, Premier League back at the City Ground and whatnot. And I was expecting you to come on here a little bit, maybe not cocky, but quite optimistic and stuff. And you're giving me vibes that you're a little bit weary, if you like.
Nah, not very, because like I said, this Premier League is crazy. Like, we could get 2 defeats in a row and we're stuck in the bottom three. But right at this moment in time, we're playing good. The point against Man City was massive. But listen, it's going to be ups and downs. I think we'll stay up. But as you know, West Ham could get 2 or 3 wins and they'll be out the bottom three. We're in this mini league. Right now, we're top of this mini league. I think Crystal Palace, with it as well. But right now, listen, we're on fantastic form. We've got you lot next, and if we do win against West Ham, it's little. Listen, I'll be more confident. But at the time, I don't want to be big-headed and say yes, we're going to stay up, blah blah blah. We're in this mini league. 2 defeats could happen, and we're back in the bottom three. So listen, I'm not going to tell me after West Ham. Tell me after West Ham, then I'll say something.
I'm just winding you up. I get it. I mean, you're 5 points ahead of us. So if hypothetically we beat you on Saturday, there's only 2 points. Plus, we've got substantial goal difference to yourself as well, which is, I always call it the invisible point. Those who have a really good goal difference compared to those who have a really poor one. You know, there's 10 goals difference between us at the minute. And it's one of those things that you might close it between now and then this season, but it could actually work in our favour as we get closer to May, kind of thing. So I understand your hesitancy. Earlier in the season, though, Nottingham Forest made a big call. I mean, Cooper was under serious pressure. He was a favourite to get sacked, and you gave him a new contract. What did you think at the time? What were you thinking when Cooper got that new deal, and has it proven to be the right thing?
I think when we lost to Leicester 4-0 at their place, it felt like it was time. He was going, but after listening to his interview with BBC Nottingham, it felt like he wasn't going. It felt like, hey, what's going on here? And then after 3 or 4 days, I think it was, or 5 days, he got a new contract. And if you look at it, he deserved it because of what he's done, not just for the club, for the city. 23 years at the Premier League, and as you know, things have changed since he's got this new contract. We can talk about the player that he brought in and that, but he's proved a point to the owners, because everyone knows these owners are ruthless. They want success. Will it be Steve Cooper? Time will tell. Time will tell. We hope we have success under Steve Cooper, because he deserves everything that he gets in front of him. So I believe he's the man to make us the next level. We know the Premier League is ruthless and that, but hopefully that if we do stay up, we can plan ahead for the next season. But first of all, we've got to get out this stay away from spotting free. That's the most object with Steve Cooper, because if Steve Cooper stays, if we stay up and Steve Cooper is in charge, it's a big achievement that I did with last season, because last season was something that I will never forget. But staying in the Premier League, it's a big achievement that Steve Cooper has been Nottingham Forest manager.
If hypothetically you do stay up, is this sort of funding from your owners, do you expect it to keep coming? Do you expect to be busy again in the transfer window? Because I know there's obviously a big press about how many players you brought in, yada yada, and I think I think you had to do that, and I think Cooper's now working out which players he can rely on, which players he wants to use, and which players perhaps he brought in that he isn't particularly keen on, that you'd imagine would leave this summer. Do you think it's another, almost like a mini rebuild, if you like, for Forest coming this summer if you stay up?
Good question. The thing is, like I said, as you know, we brought in 30 players, and we're not going to go all crazy like we did at the start of the season. But Manakis has said he wants to bring in 4 or 5 players, big players, if we do stay up. And like I mentioned, our owner, he's ambitious. He's done things with Olympiacos, who he owns as well, but he wants to do bigger things with Nottingham Forest. And like I said, when we got promoted to the Premier League, he said to everyone that he wants to rewrite history with Nottingham Forest. I believe what he says, but it's not like, oh, we're going to get these 5 players and we're going to get top 4. It's not easy. It's not easy as that. But listen, I believe we if we do stay up, I think we're not. Like I said, we'll spend, but we've got to be careful this time, because some players, like we can mention Jesse Lingard. He signed for Nottingham Forest. He hasn't done much. 2 good games and then can't get in the team again. So this time, I think we've got to be careful of who we buy if we do stay up. But listen, it's a massive ask, but we have to wait and see.
Right, I assume the West Ham players watching this don't really watch much of Nottingham Forest. If you had to tell them which players are in form at the minute for your club and who to look out for on Saturday, who would you pick out?
Well, the player that's definitely going to watch out is Morgan Gibbs-White. Everyone thought about his price, 25 million, 40 million. And he's still a kid. I think he's 22, 23. And he's getting better and better. And the role that he plays, every time he touches the ball, the Forest fans light up. And this is what we've missed. We've missed it so much. Like everyone mentioned the number 10 for any other team, but we mentioned him. We mentioned Brendan Johnson as well, who's been, again, lively, not in Forest. But Morgan Gibbs-White, he's the one that has been everyone's talking about. And he deserves it. He deserves it. I think we've been talking about him getting an England call up because of the way he's been doing. So hopefully that the way he's doing with Nottingham Forest can improve, because he's a player that has been on everyone's lips, and hopefully he can do it from now till end of the season. But yeah, he's the one that I think West Ham I've got to watch.
Yeah, he's the one that worries me, truth be told. He does worry me. Brendan Johnson as well, because of the side of the pitch he plays on, depending on what our team is. Now, from your team to my team, what's your thoughts on West Ham?
Listen to me. When you lot came to the City Ground, I thought you lot played well. Really did. I always mention you got top player in Rice. He likes to control the ball. But Darren Bowen as well. He's another player that he can do something out of nothing. But I think I'm disappointed with how West Ham have been. And you blame your manager for it. I don't know, but I don't think you'll go down. That's my opinion. I don't think you got too much quality. You can mention Antonio. He's 34, 35, but he can do something out of nothing. Because all Forest fans will know who remember when he was time at Forest. But you've got quality. You won't go down. But hopefully, when Forest beat you lot, you can do a good run afterwards. But listen, you won't go down. But I'm hearing like if we score first against you lot, I can't see. The thing is, it's different. Like I said, when we played Man City, we expected to get Tonkin, and Man City scored first, blah blah. And we're still happy. If we score early against you lot, your fan base is going to be absolutely crazy. It's going to be toxic, and I think that's what Forest going to do. Start the front foot, getting West Ham's face, because if that happens, you lot are in trouble. You lot are really in trouble. But personally, I don't think you'll get relegated if it's Moyes not. If Moyes is in or not.
Do you think we should stick by David Moyes at the minute? He's obviously the favourite for the next Premier League manager sack. Just a big talking point among West Ham fans currently. From an outsider looking in, do you think we should stick with him, or do you think we should twist?
Listen, we've been there. Forest fans have been there with Steve Cooper. Like I said, after the 6 defeats in a row, and we stuck by him. And look what's happened. We're doing really, really well. With West Ham's point of view, like I said, they're ambitious. They've got a good fan base as well. So it's tough. It is really tough. Me personally, like I said, I'm iffy about it. Yeah, I think you should stick with him. Stick with him.
Interesting. You not whenever I do this opposition preview, and I've done it, all season kind of thing, and everyone gives me the same answer as you do, which is West Ham want to go down. I think you should stick with David Moyes. So it's interesting hearing the perspective of the other fans. You were just speaking there about how you think Nottingham Forest will approach the game on Saturday. But we have a couple of Nottingham Forest fans that watch our videos, like talking about West Ham.
Yep.
And they've been commenting, one or two, trying to wind us up, saying, "Oh, we can't wait for Saturday," after the point where we get it. But there's been one or two that said, "Don't worry, we're crap on the road. You're going to beat us. We're rubbish away from home."
Yeah.
Why is that?
Listen, it's a weird situation because, like, for example, we played. Who do we lose to? Look, away. I think we lost 2-0 to. Who do we lose 2-0 to? I've got lost now. Who do we lose to? Fulham. Lost 2-0 to Fulham.
You should know this. Don't look at me.
lost to Fulham. And the way we played, like I said, Fulham are good. Right now, Fulham have been playing well, very well. But if we play the way we did against Fulham, against you lot, we will struggle. Because we can't, like I said, the way we played against Man City was worse than we played against Fulham. Because we knew Man City were going to play more of the ball. So if we let you get more of the ball on Saturday, because you're not under pressure, and if you're not in the front foot against us, you're not going to win. So our away form's not been great. Like I said, we've only beat Southampton away. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for Forest. Like I said, our away form's not been great. But if we're on the front foot against you lot, we've got a chance. Because, like I said, it's going to be really. I know disrespect to myself, I want to see them upset. I do want to see you lot upset because we're fighting to stay up, like you lot. So it's going to be tough, but I think that we can upset you lot for a bit. But it's going to be a good game, but at the same time, we've got to be cautious because, like I said, I'll be happy with a point. You lot, because, like I said, if we can get a point away from home and keep doing our home form, we can stay up. But, listen, it's a tough game.
You're a weird team when I've watched you play. I quite like watching Forest, and
who doesn't?
From the new year onwards. So since the Premier League restart, I've found the games I've watched you play that you've played well. You've not won, but then the games where you haven't played well, you've got something out of the game. Like when you beat Leeds United, I thought they were the better team by far. I thought they had the better chances, more chances. And you sucker punched them, and then you just sat back and said, "What are you going to do?" And Leeds' answer was, "Well, not very much." And Navas was in goal playing well. You played Man United. I thought you played well against Man United. I thought you looked quite dangerous, and then bang, you 1-0 down, 2-0 down. Well, Forest aren't even playing that badly here. How are they getting stuffed like this? But yeah, so I found you a strange team to watch, truth be told, because like I said, sometimes I think the results doesn't always reflect the game, but I think that's where I just think maybe Cooper's just learning about some of the players still, and he's also got a big squad. He always makes 5 substitutions in a game, regardless of what's going on and how you're playing, who's winning or whatever. He's always making subs and stuff. But I do feel now that every time I watch him more, at the start of the season, it was changing a lot. You know, you put Forest on, and the next week, 8 different players. Whoa, hang on a minute. But now you put it on now, and you've got your spine of the team there now. Yep. You can almost work out 8 of the starting 11, 9 of the starting 11. So he's starting to get a consistent team now, and I think it's starting to show on the pitch. Are you confident for Saturday then? You seem quite optimistic.
I am optimistic, but you mentioned our away form has not been great. But like I said, if we start on the front foot and upset your lot's fans, I can see us winning. But West Ham are a good side at the same time. Like I said, you got to mention, like I mentioned, Rice. If he gets the ball, dictates that midfield. Because sometimes the midfield can go missing sometimes. You've got good players. But at the same time, we've got good players. And we like I said, our form this year has been all right. Like I said, I think he's 1 defeat in the league, and now he's going to Fulham. So I think if we start the first 15 minutes, 20 minutes in your faces on the front foot, I think we can get a result. But I know you're staying. I've never been to your stadium before, but I watched on TV. Your fans are always there, and you don't know what happened. You don't know what the reception is going to be towards Moyes. So listen, I think we can do it, but it's going to be tough.
What's your score prediction?
I think I'm going for it. I said I think Forest will be 3-1.
Well, I hope you're wrong. I'm sure when we did this for the last game, you said 1-0 Forest. And
did I?
Yeah, I think so. You got it right.
I'll take that. Listen, I hope I'm right again.
But well, I don't. But I can understand why you do. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm not saying I like the same thing. I'm not saying like, oh, I like West Ham by the dog. But like I said, you lot are in trouble. I've seen the pressure that your manager's been on. I see the toxic sometimes. Like we've been there. As a Forest fan, we've been there for the last 23 years under the sad ownership we had, the rubbish manager that we've had. But we've been there. We know what it's like. So listen, I'm confident we'll get a 3-1 win, and maybe Moyes will get sacked. But listen to me, I don't like your managers getting sacked, but this is one going to be special for Forest fans.
Good man, thank you very much. If you want to see and hear more from Mr Dore, the link to his channel is in the description below. Go check it out. He does the matchday vlog, so you'll get his experience from Saturday on his channel next week. Hopefully, he'll be sad by the end of the video. But his latest video will be on your screen in about 5 seconds. But thank you very much for joining us. Please drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it by clicking thumbs up. Subscribe to Ham's chat. I'll catch you in a bit.
Up the Forest.